Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn a new lesson in civics, how the state government works. As you all know, our country is the seventh largest country in the world. It is governed by a parliamentary form of government. Since our country is so vast and having the uniqueness of diversities, it is difficult to administer our country with one single central government. So, Indian Constitution gives right to the central government to make states as it feel suitable. Hence, for the administration convenience, our country has been divided into 28 states and 9 union territories. Each state has its own government, which is run on the lines of the central government. The power is divided between the central government and state government. In this lesson, we will see how state government works. The state executive consists of governor and the council of ministers headed by the chief minister. Who are all the state executives? The governor, the chief minister, and the council of ministers. So these people are very responsible for running a state government. The governor acts as a nominal or constitutional head, whereas the real power lies with the chief minister of the states and his or her councils of ministers. Let's see about the governor's role in the state governance. The governor is an integral part of the state legislature. He is the constitutional head of the state and he is appointed by the president for a 5-year term. His term of office may be extended and he may be transferred to another state. Generally, a person not appointed as a governor in his own state. So usually the governors belong to other state only, appointed as a governor to the state. So now we'll see the qualification of the governor. To become a governor, the qualifications are as follows. He must be a citizen of India. Governor must be at least 35 years of age. And he should not be a member of the either house of the parliament or house of the state legislature. So even they are at the time of the appointment, even they are the members of these houses, they have to resign from the post. Then only they are qualified for becoming a governor. And the fourth qualification is they should not hold any office of profit. Office of profit refers to a post under central or state government which gives salaries, perks and other benefits or financial advantages. They should not hold anything. Now we'll see about the power and functions of the governor. The primary function of the governor is to preserve, protect and defend the constitution and the law of Indian Constitution in the administration of the state affairs. What is the primary function? The primary function of the governor is to preserve, protect and defend the constitution and the law of the Indian Constitution in the administration of the state affairs. He is having many different types of powers like executive powers, legislative powers and discretionary powers. Executive powers. Executive powers related to administration, appointments and removals. The Constitution vests in the governor all the executive powers of the state government. The governor appoints the chief minister and other council of ministers on the advice of the chief minister. The governor also appoints all other major appointments such as the Advocate General, Chairman and members of the State Public Service Commission and the other. Legislative power. The governor can summon the session of both houses of the state legislature and prorogues them, and he can even dissolve the state legislative assembly. That means the governor can call for a meeting or convene that meeting, or sometimes he can postpone or adjourn the meeting. Otherwise, he can cancel that. Okay, that only will have that terms. Summons means call for or convene the meeting. Prorogues means he can adjourn or postpone that meeting. And sometimes he can dissolve that state legislative assembly. Dissolve means cancelling the total state legislative assembly under some circumstances. A bill that the state legislature has passed can become a law only after the governor gives assent. So all bills passed by the state legislature become laws only after the signature of the governor. He can withhold his assent or acceptance, or he can return the bill to the legislature for further consideration. Here, what is a bill? Bill is really or simply an idea to change the law or create a new law in a particular way. So we as a public cannot introduce a bill by ourselves. Therefore, the legislators, that is the representatives who are elected by us, they are often respond to our question and to our great ideas by taking legislative action in introducing bills on our behalf. So such like the bills or decision taken by the legislative assembly is not being accepted at once. It has to be sent to the governor. After getting acceptance of governor, then only it become a law. However, if the state legislature send it back to the governor for the second time, the governor must assent it. The governor has the power to reserve certain bills for the president. When the state legislature is not in session and the governor considers it necessary to have a law, then the governor can promulgate ordinances. The ordinance making power is the most important legislative power of the president and the governor. It has been vested in them to deal with unforeseen or urgent situation. These ordinances have the same force and effect as an act of a parliament or a legislative assembly, but are in the nature of temporary laws. So governor, he can act of his own without considering the assembly members during the time of some emergency period. The annual budget of the state government is laid before the legislature with the approval of the governor. The governor must give his assent to all the bills passed in the legislature, including money bills. Next one is contingency fund. So the contingency fund of the state is also placed at the disposal of the governor. What is contingency fund? The contingency fund is the money allotted for the emergency period. So during the time they are not able to function properly, so that the money is needed for them to construct them again. So like the epidemics, natural calamities and other periods, they need that money, isn't it? So that they earmarked some amount of money as a contingency fund to meet the critical situation like tsunami, earthquake, pandemics like COVID-19 and other things. So this fund, it is in the hands of governor. The governor may nominate one member from the Anglo-Indian community to the legislative assembly if there are Anglo-Indian people in the state. and when they are not duly represented in the state legislature. As they are very few in number, we are not able to allocate a separate constituency for them. Okay, so that governor, he nominates two members from the Anglo-Indian community to be a member of the Legislative Assembly to talk behalf of that other people, to talk about the needs and other things. Through them they are able to meet. He may also nominate 1/6 members of the legislature council from among persons who are experts in the fields of science, literature, arts, social service, and cooperative movement. So here in our state we are not having legislative council. So some of states they are having that two types. They are having the bicameral legislature, having two houses, legislative assembly and legislative council. So for being a member in the legislative council, he is having the right to elect 1/6 members. So these people they won't contest in that election. So here he will elect. He is using his power to nominate these people, and these people are the experts in the fields of science, literature, arts, social service, or in other fields. The governor also acts as the chancellor of state universities. So that all the universities in the state, the governor is the chancellor of that universities. Now we'll see about the discretionary power. Governor can use discretionary powers. When no party gets a clear majority, the governor has discretion to choose a candidate for chief minister who will put together a majority coalition as soon as possible. So he is having that right of electing a chief minister when the political parties they are not able to prove their majorities. He can impose president's rule. Sometimes any threat in law and order, so he will recommend, governor will recommend to the president to impose president's rule to the state. He submits reports on his own to the president or on the direction of the president regarding the affairs of the state. So periodically governor has to send the report about that state affairs to the president. So based on that they will take that decision of this imposing president's rule or any other thing to the state. He can withhold his assent to a bill and send it to the president for his approval. Sometimes after the bill passed from that assembly, when it come to that consideration to that governor, he can withhold his assent. Without giving acceptance, he can withhold the bill and he can ask that advice of the president for his approval. During emergency rule per Article 353, he can override the advice of the Council of Ministers if specifically permitted by the president. So under that president's advice, he can use his power. Now we'll see the position of the governor. So governor is an intermediator between the state and the central government. He acts as an agent of the central government in a state. He may seek information from the Council of Ministers regarding various activities of the government. The president declares emergency in a state on the basis of the report of the governor regarding the law and order situation in the state. So that all the state affairs, everything is to be reported to the president. Through him only the president will understand what is going on in the state. So he is having the full in charge of giving a report to the president what is happening here in the state. So he is a responsible person for that acts between the state and the central government. Okay, in the next video we will learn about chief minister, what is the role in the state government. Thank you.